Welcome to Who Knew. We are fans of the current series of Doctor Who, and here we discuss our likes, dislikes, and insights into the modern regeneration of the show. Subscribe, review, and listen to us on iTunes and Stitcher, or our YouTube channel, youtube.com/WhoKnewPodcast. All our episodes are on WhoKnewPodcast.com. You can leave comments there, or email us at WhoKnewPodcast@gmail.com. We also have an Instagram and Twitter account. Tweet at us at WhoKnewPodcast, and find us on Facebook. So we're going to talk about the new casting of the 13th Doctor. I don't know if you've talked or looked it up.
I only saw some thumbnails. I've sort of been staying away from news about it because I kind of need to refresh my memory about the end of the last season.
I haven't seen the last season.
It's still happening, isn't it? Or
No, it's over.
it's over now? Okay.
I mean, we just have a regeneration special to see.
Okay.
But also, this new Doctor won't be seen until like the end of 2023, so we'll all have forgotten all this stuff by then.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like, all right, whatever.
But there's also all the other news.
Hold on.
Well, yeah, because I don't know much of the news, so I'll be like, it'll be fresh for me.
So we just wrapped up an episode, and the rest of us are here to talk about the recent reveals of the 14th Doctor and the companion, I guess, is what we're thinking. I mean, who knows? It was announced in May that Ncuti Gatwa will be coming on board Team TARDIS, playing the 14th Doctor. He is from Sex Education on Netflix. And then the companion that we think is there is, I can't remember her name now.
Rose.
The actress.
Yeah, what's up with that?
The actress, though.
I don't know.
Hold on, I'm looking up Heartstopper.
Is there any talk of? I mean, obviously, they can't possibly have a character named Rose and not bring up.
Russell's toying with us, and he's having a very fun time doing it because he had a statement going, "How can there be a character named Rose? Oh my! Well, Doctor Who sure is strange, isn't it? It's always expanding and changing. I guess we'll have to find out." He's having a blast.
Okay.
It's just going to be remakes of the first season.
Right.
It's just going to be the same
Right.
episodes.
Yeah,
Different characters.
It's going to be Yasmin Finney is going to be Rose.
And she was Elle on Heartstopper.
I'm not familiar with that show.
It is, sorry, Frank. It is the best show in decades. There, I said it. I've moved. No straight man will ever watch this show, but I don't care. I became obsessed with this show. It's a
Challenge accepted.
Oh, did you just post about it the other
yes.
day?
It's an 8-episode, half-hour show on Netflix that tells a sweet, innocent, no sex, no drugs, no crime, no suicides, positive viewing of two boys in high school falling in love with each other. And it's a teenage show made for teenagers, and the producers did not realize how it would affect older gay people because we never got it. And so we're seeing something that is our dream and also can never did never have. So it's, for me, it was incredibly emotional, and I literally and kind of scarily got obsessed with it for a little bit.
It's good to like things, Brian.
I got obsessed. I'm sorry, but I don't care because it's fantastic.
I mean, you're on a
Okay.
Doctor Who podcast.
Yeah, we're fans. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the more I do it, I feel I'm annoying the hell out of Frank. So yeah, see,
Frank, where'd you go? Frank, are you still there?
So on
It's a
that
good
show,
yes.
who does Yasmin play?
Yaz plays Elle. Okay, so there's like a core group of 4 to 6 friends. Elle is transgender woman. Well, girl. She's in high school. She was friends with them, with the boys, because she was at the same school with them. But the school's an all-boys school. So this is her first year where she's starting at the all-girls school. And what I think is great about it is that they just make a mention that she got transphobic bullying, and then that's basically like the last mention of her being trans. They just go on with her being a person at that point, and it's great. And it's played by a transgendered actress. So that's Elle.
Yeah, there's been a lot of speculation as who would take over after Jodie Whittaker. And a lot of people were, I guess they always like to go to Idris Elba. They want him to be the next James Bond. They want him to be
Yes,
the
they
next
want
Doctor.
they want him to be the next
Right.
everything.
Yeah. So it's nice that I guess they were sort of paying attention to that internet activity, and they did cast somebody that is not white as the Doctor, Ncuti.
And not as well known either.
Yeah, yeah. With Yasmin, there was only one. Was it Heartstopper that was the last thing that she did, or the Doctor Who will be her second thing?
Right.
Yeah, I think so. Because I think it's because Nick on Heartstopper had acted before and Charlie had not. Charlie got it on an open call, and I think Elle was the same way. Yeah.
On Heartstopper, is there any overlap of like crew? Like, did Russell get to meet any of these?
Oh, well, funny you should say that. Russell loves the show and is constantly tweeting and posting pictures about it. But it's executive produced and completely directed by Euros Lyn, who,
Oh, okay.
yeah, he did some Doctor Who, but he mainly did Torchwood, right?
He did a bunch of the first season stuff, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, for Torchwood.
No, for Doctor Who. Sorry.
Did he? Okay. And so it was kind of his passion project too, because he's also gay, and so they were like, we were really big on making sure gay folk were completely involved in all this. So
That's cool.
So
That has-
diversity in the cast and crew.
and
Is-
yeah, and well, not and also the characters,
Mhm.
because there's only one straight person in the entire character cast.
So going back to Euros Lyn, he only did the Children of Earth episodes in Torchwood.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and-
but he did all 5, so that's kind of like he did a whole season.
Yeah.
I feel vindicated.
with Doctor Who, he did The End of the World, Unquiet Dead, Tooth and Claw, Girl in the Fireplace, the good ones. Forest of the Dead, Sounds in the Library, Runaway Bride, and Frank's favorite, Fear Her.
Is that sarcasm? I don't remember.
He likes
Yes,
he
it
likes
is.
he likes he likes pencil squiggle monsters. Oh, that's why you didn't get so into Heartstopper. Heartstopper was a graphic novel to begin with, and they use comic book elements in the show. So there's like
Oh, that's
animated leaves and hearts and things that in various points pop up, and you don't like squiggles. He's ignoring me again.
cool.
Like I said, it was a good show. I'm also one of the things sometimes when things get overplayed or overblown or overenhanced. Why I'm doing this show, I don't know. But then I kind of turn off it. It's like, I liked it, but since everybody else is saying how wonderful it is, it's like, yeah, okay, I'm down.
And I've been walking a tightrope because when that happens, it just makes my life so much more difficult.
Well, you just get giddy.
I got giddy. I did actually not scream, but I made a lot of noise when I read yesterday that it got renewed for 2 seasons. And I was in the middle of the office and I'm like, yes! Oh, okay. Never mind.
Oh,
The other 2 actors that were announced for the 60th, at least, is David Tennant and Catherine Tate.
Yay!
So what does that mean? That the 60th is coming up and they're going to be in the episode?
That's what. Yeah.
They will be in the 60th special in November, this November. And then a year later, no, I'm sorry, that's wrong. They will be in the 100th centenary special episode of the BBC. So the BBC is turning 100, and they're gonna have this special Jodie's regeneration episode to commemorate that anniversary. And then a year from now in November, we'll get the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who, which is when it will be the 14th Doctor's first adventure with this new Rose and that kind of stuff.
On the 60th?
Next year, yeah.
In 2023.
Oh, in 20. Well, I'm excited. I'm actually more excited for the casting than I was about Davis coming back. Like Davis coming back, I'm like, oh, okay, that'll be. I'll wait to see, right? Like I had reservations. I think I have reservations about Davis coming back. I'm like, we'll see. We'll see if this is a good thing or bad thing. But I'm excited about the new casting of the Doctor. I did watch Sex Education, so I know the actor a little bit. But I'm going to have to learn how to pronounce his name. Is it Gut? Well, how do you say his last?
Ncuti
Guti?
Gatwa.
Gatwa. But Gatwa is also a fantastic actor from the one show that I watched him on. And I think that I'm looking forward because I think he's really good with nuance acting. So I'm excited to see him bring that to the Doctor. So I'm excited to see Gatwa play the Doctor.
But Eugene and I were just talking recently that reading everything that Russell's tweeted and Instagrammed and press released, things that he's saying has already felt fun. So it's like, oh, I remember this from a long time ago. It's like, Russell's just like having a lot of fun with his audience. And it's just nice to see that again, where it's not so doomy.
Heavy. Yes. I would like to see a lighter Doctor. And I think, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, the thing about the Gatwa's role, am I saying that right? Gatwa, thank you. Gatwa's role in sex education is that it was a very fun role. The kid was like, just, he was sunny, he was bright. The character, he liked to have fun, but like what was happening to this character was so heavy, and just like, and to see the actor have that balance was impressive and just a pleasure to watch. And so like that makes me think that he's going to be good as the Doctor, because that is the Doctor, this balance of goofy, funny, weird, quirky, but then also like all the everything that goes into the Doctor, everything the Doctor has experienced. And I think he's just gonna, I'm excited. I think he's gonna be excellent as the Doctor.
Yeah, that was the thing I was excited about, was injecting fun back into Doctor Who with what I remember and what I really enjoyed about Davis's run for 4 seasons. So I'm glad that you see that in Ncuti Gatwa's previous role. So I'm excited still.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't think we would have gotten David Tennant or Catherine Tate back if it wasn't for Davis coming aboard. So I think those initial wait and see, I'm like, that's why we got David Tennant and Catherine Tate back. And then also for our classic Who fans, we have Ace and Tegan returning.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is Sophie Aldred and Janet Fielding will be coming back for the special as well. So that wraps up our further thoughts on the new casting news and announcements from the next version of Doctor Who, or the next incarnation of Doctor Who. Thanks for listening, stay safe, and we'll see you next time when the future becomes the present.
You've just listened to an episode of Who Knew?
Our wonderful theme music is by Michael Grady.
Find him on Facebook at The Universe Explodes.
All our episodes are engineered by Auburn.
You can find him at auburnbinkley.com.
You can also find this show in several places.
Follow us on Twitter at Who Knew Podcast.
Subscribe, review, and listen to us on iTunes and Stitcher.
Or our YouTube channel, youtube.com/WhoKnewPodcast.
All our episodes are on whoknewpodcast.com.
Visit our Facebook page. Please leave comments, reviews, and click like to help support Who Knew Podcast.
To listen to our show on your Amazon Echo device, enable the AnyPod podcast skill. Ask AnyPod to play the Who Knew Podcast.
This podcast is inspired by Doctor Who,
the longest-running sci-fi show in history.
And especially the revival, spearheaded by Russell T. Davis.
Thanks to Russell, Sydney Newman,
Verity Lambert,
Ron Grainer,
Delia Derbyshire,
and all those involved in the adventures of our favorite Time Lord.
Your work continues to inspire and entertain.